Greetings of the day. Today, let us see threats to biodiversity. See, at present, there are 1.8 million species known, and it was documented by the scientists in the world. However, the scientists have estimated that the number of species of plants and animals on Earth could vary from 1.5 billion to 20 billion. See, scientists வந்து என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா 1.5 billion to 20 billion plants and animal species இந்த வேர்ல்டுல இருக்குதுன்னு சொல்றாங்க. But those species are not yet have been discovered. Okay, இது வரைக்கும் அவ்வளவு ஸ்பீஷிஸ் கண்டுபிடிக்கவே இல்லை. Countries with diversities higher than India, okay, are located in South America. In South America, especially Brazil, then Southeast Asian countries such as Malaysia and Indonesia. Then the species found in these countries are different from our own Indian biodiversity, and those nations are called mega diversity nations. Throughout the world, the value of biologically rich natural areas is now being increasingly appreciated as being of unimaginable value. And the international agreements such as the World Heritage Convention attempt to protect and support such areas. World Heritage Convention சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு international agreement இருக்குது, and India is also a signatory to this convention, and it also has included several protected areas as World Heritage Sites. வேர்ல்டு ஹெரிட்டேஜ் சைட்ஸ் பாரம்பரியம் மிக்க ஒரு பகுதின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்தியாவும் இதில் சிக்னேச்சர் போட்டிருக்கிறாங்க வேர்ல்டு ஹெரிட்டேஜ் கன்வென்ஷன்ல. அண்ட் தீஸ் ஏரியாஸ் கவர் மனாஸ்னு ஒரு பிளேஸ். ஓகே, மனாஸ் அண்ட் த பார்டர் பிட்வீன் பூட்டான் அண்ட் இந்தியா. Between Bhutan border and the Indian border, there is a place called Manas, and this place is included as the protected area, okay, as one of the World Heritage Sites. Then other places are Kaziranga in Assam. Please take notes. Kaziranga in Assam, Bharatpur in Uttar Pradesh, Nanda Devi in Himalayas, Sundarbans in Ganges Delta. Sundar Basin, the Ganges Delta in West Bengal. And India also has signed the convention in the trade of endangered species. Just a minute. I will type here. Okay. You could see click notes. So I shall type here CITES, which means Convention in the Trade of Endangered Species. CITES sites, which means the expansion of sites, Convention in the Trade of Endangered Species. So India has signed this sites, which is intended to reduce the utilization of endangered species, plants and animals by controlling trade in their products and also in the pet trade. Let us see the threats to biodiversity. See, the first point, as you all know, it is habitat loss. See, the destruction of habitat of plants and animals is called habitat loss. மரங்களை, செடிகளை, விலங்குகளை அழிக்கிறது தான் ஓகே habitat lossன்னு சொல்றோம். So specific prefer to live in a particular habitat. habitat is nothing but a place in which the plants and animals live. அவங்க பழக்க வழக்கப்படுத்தி அதே பிளேஸ்ல இருக்கிறது தான் habitat. But when the habitat is destroyed, what will happen? The species living therein will be under the threat of extinction. அது உயிர் வாழுமா இல்லையான்னு சொல்லிட்டே ஒரு threatening, ஒரு அச்சுறுத்துதல் இருக்கும். So deforestation occurs when forests are logged off. Okay, when all the trees are cut off. Logged means cut off or cleared for human use, and most of the plants and trees, as it has been cut, whereas they want to replace, they want to replant it also. So this is one reason. Then look at the next slide. Just a minute. In habitat loss also, quarrying, okay, the natural habitat of wildlife constructing dams. Constructing dams also will affect some wild animals. Then felling of trees, that's what cutting of trees. Then cleaning of land for agriculture and plantation purpose. நம்மளுடைய own use, agricultural use க்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு forest clear பண்ணுவோம், cleaning of the land, and also planting for if some other plants are planted, for that reason also we used to clean the forest. Then setting of fires, these are all the major causes for habitat loss. And in India, just I shall type here, in India, begonia, begonia, begonia and habenaria are plants mainly living on the rocks of Western Ghats. மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலைன்னு சொல்லுவோம், Western Ghats. Okay, and the Western Ghats-ல begonia and habenaria, there are plants, and these plants are formed as luxuriant growth before quarrying the rocks with dynamite. See, these plants will be grown on the rocks. பாறைகள்ல அழகா வளர்கின்ற இந்த செடிகளை என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா ராக்ஸ் எல்லாம் டைனமைட்டை வச்சு அழிச்சிடுறாங்க. ஓகே, so all these plants, begonia and habenaria, it undergo extinction gradually. இந்த வகையான செடிகள் அப்படியே அழிஞ்சுக்கிட்டே வருது. Okay, in India, especially in Western Ghats. Then in the southern parts of the Western Ghats, species such as the lion macaw-tailed, okay, lion macaw-tailed. Just I shall type here. This is a type of monkey. Okay, the சிங்க முகம் வச்சு ஒரு குரங்கு வகை இருக்கும், lion macaw-tailed animal we used to call, and these animals are found in large numbers, and now it has become endangered due to the loss of habitat. Okay, then deforestation is known to be the major cause of species extinction, and nearly 50 years we have destroyed many forest region, and that's why we could see species extinction. And because of this deforestation, 5 to 15% of species were eliminated. Okay, and it will be eliminated by the year 2020 end also. 5 to 15 species were destroyed and it became extinct in India alone. Okay, then another reason for the threat to biodiversity, just a minute, I shall type here. See, and hunting of poaching and hunting of wild animals. See, some of the people used to poach and hunt animals, wild animals, and these are the causes for main wildlife depletion. One second. So poaching and hunting of wild animals are the main causes of wildlife depletion. And in India, we could see Nilgiri tar. Just I shall type here. Nilgiri See, Nilgiri tar is the endemic to the Western Ghats. And because of unrestricted poaching and hunting, this species is now small in numbers in the Western Ghats. The Nilgiri tar, this species, it became small in numbers. Then Elephas maximus, have been shot at several places by poachers for their tusk. யானையுடைய தந்தத்தை எடுக்கிறதுக்காண்டி most of the elephants were killed. Okay, so due to this unrestricted poaching and hunting, the elephant species also now in threat of extinction. Then another example I could say here, there is a species of animal called dodo. Just I should type here, dodo. Okay, dodo also became extinct. Dodo is a type of a bird, and this bird was recently killed by the foreigners in that island, and it became extinct. So habitat loss also results from man's introduction of species from one area into another. Then look at the next slide upon. See, species introduced to new parts of the biosphere from other regions. வேற regionல உள்ள species எடுத்து இங்கே வச்சாலும், so what will happen? Alien invasive species னு சொல்லிட்டு, again the plants and trees which are grown here, which will be destroyed. It cannot survive. Okay, so this is also one reason. Then look at this. Just everything I have taken from net only. Zebra mussels, which is native to Asia, introduced to the Great Lakes through ballast water in the 1980s. Then look at the next picture. Outcompetes native mussels and other organisms that share the same food. Impacts other levels in the food chain also. So now these species are all becoming endangered. Okay. Then look at this next picture. The round gobies introduced by ballast water in the 1980s. It competes with the native fish for spawning areas, whereas what happened? They eat many aquatic species which affects food chains of native species. இந்த fish எடுத்து இங்க introduce பண்ணனால இங்க உள்ள fish survive பண்ண முடியாம போயிருது. So after a 10-year period of arrival, what happened? Many other species were affected. Okay. Then lake area population in the billions also. The next one, see. Overfishing of Atlantic food, especially Atlantic cod hunting of the passenger pigeon, we used to say. So over harvesting of fish, especially by trawling, is leading to serious depletion of fish stocks. Fish மட்டும் இல்லாம turtles, ஆமை, கடல் ஆமைகள்னு சொல்லுவோம், turtle, and the turtles are also being massacred. They are also killed, okay, in the coastal region of Orissa in India. And there are also whale, shark, highly endangered species. It is also being killed off in the coastal region of Gujarat in India. So these are all the threats to certain sea creatures. Then some of the skins and bones from tigers, then ivory and the tusk, okay, from elephants, then horns from rhinoceros and the combo, okay, horns, and the perfume from the musk deer அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒன்று இருக்கும், அதில் உள்ள பர்ஃப்யூம் எடுக்கிறதுக்காண்டி. So they used to kill, okay, massacre all these species. And the bears are killed for their gallbladders also. Then corals and shells are also collected for export, and they are sold on the beaches of Chennai, Kanyakumari, etc. So a variety of wild plants with real time, at times the dubious medicinal values are being over harvested. The commonly collected plants include Datura, there is a species, just I shall type here. Okay. The commonly collected plants such as Datura, then Wolfia, next Omega. All these plants are being over harvested. So these plants became endangered species now. So increasing human population on the fringes of our protected areas also degrade forest ecosystem, and this is a major factor to consider in evaluating the quality of the ecosystem. And in India, forests and grasslands are continuously being changed to agricultural land. நிறைய ஃபாரஸ்ட் அழிச்சு அக்ரிகல்ச்சுரல் லேண்டா ஆக்குறாங்க. So our natural forests are being deforested, especially for timber, and replanted using teak wood plant பண்றாங்க, or sal wood ன்னு we have heard. Just I shall type here. Okay, teak wood, then sal. All these trees are planted. So what happens? All the other species are becoming endangered. Okay. So we have to protect all the species and plants in the world. Just by signing in the treaties is alone not enough, but we have to safeguard all the species in this world. Thank you.
Ma'am, your voice is not audible.